subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, what's up, family? We in here. What's going on with you guys? Round of applause to you. We are here for the late night tap in. Much respect to everybody in here, ladies and gentlemen. I am here and you are here, and I need you to give me a nice retweet. Everybody give me a nice fly retweet, ladies and gentlemen, to let everybody know that we are live. And before I get started, real quick, let me shout out some of the phenomenal regulars in here real quick. I'm gonna run it down as fast as I can because we have a lot of people in here already. I see our brother, my neighbor Joel C. I see Ivy World, a lot of body. I ain't seen you in a minute, beloved. FBA Feek, FBA Said, Miss Beverly, Introvert, the Earth Angel, our good sister Panamera, brother Greg Nice 666, FBA Sheena. We got Cleveland, we got Monisha, we got Ice Cole, we got Kim, Kira. Well, we deep in here. Sweets, Rhonda, Kavan, Ty Powell, Highland, FBA Furball, Grinds TV, Miss Skyline, Shane, and the Tethinator in the building, and the lovely Juicy Genius in the building, and brother Robbie Blue in the building. Oh man, so we in here, we in the house, ready to chop it up as we always do. You know what I want to talk about first, family? I want to talk about this thing about this singer from South Africa, Tyla. They're talking about her. The Tethers want us to be upset about Tyla. They've been trying to gaslight us about this singer, Tyla, for the longest. They've been really trying to gaslight us. I guess she was one of their last hope. They thought she was going to be the next Beyonce or something, and she's not. No disrespect. I think she's a cute girl and all that, but they thought she was going to be like the next legacy artist on a global scale, and uh, it just didn't really happen like that. So they've been trying to gaslight us. You niggas are hating. You FBAs are jealous of Tyler. Okay. Oh, listen, y'all, leave us alone about that girl. Look, her album came out. Didn't the album sell like 3,000 copies or something? It was like some real janky numbers. And the Tethers are mad because they said FBAs were hating. And listen, y'all, we're really trying to bet the farm on Tyler. Um, Tyler, had that little one hit, that water song, which was cool. It was a cute song, a little TikTok song. It was cool. That's cool. But yeah, you gotta, bring more to the table. You gotta keep bringing it. And she's she's not on the level as some of these FBA legacy artists. She's just not on that level. Not a bad looking girl. She can hold the tune, but she ain't really bringing. What is she bringing to the table? Do I have any South Africans in here? I would love y'all to chime in. What do y'all think your girl is bringing to the table that's so unique that because they almost make us obligated, like we're supposed to support her. Like how come we ain't bowing down to her like they want us to do? What is it that you think she's doing that we need to get all hot and bothered about? What do y'all think she's doing? She cool. She's cool. Listen, she got a Grammy win. She had the water song was cool. She's tried to cross over into like fashion circles and stuff like that, but she as that the whole global thing as a global legacy artist, she's kind of fizzling out. It's giving almost like one hit wonder vibes. And, people are trying to defend her. I see Cardi B hopped online, tried to defend her, and like, oh, why is she getting so much backlash? Ah, listen, she hasn't gotten that global superstardom yet. Um, y- Number one, she's using a genre, she's doing the Afro beats thing, but they try to use the aesthetics of FBA artists, but she's not rooted in our culture, you know? And they've done this manufactured international push. It's not a real organic grassroots rise. A lot of our artists here, our sisters, their rise was more organic. Um, Tyla stuff just doesn't have that emotional depth. She's cool, but you see Tyla, you ain't seeing nothing really deep. What is she doing that our artist ain't doing and 10 times better? She's cool. That's what I'm saying. She's just cool. I'm not trying to diss her. I wish her the best. But she's not anybody that tethers should be wagging their finger about. Why do you not recognize her greatness, nigga? No. You're just hating. You don't want to give our artists props. We're not hating. Let me tell y'all something. You know what turned a lot of people off about Tyla? That whole colored black thing where she said she doesn't, it was something like she don't identify as black, she's colored. So that kind of rubbed a lot of us the wrong way. And a lot of the tethers have been like, oh, you FBAs try to be the gatekeepers of blackness, nigga. It's not really about that. Y'all remember when Tyla was on the Breakfast Club and then they asked her, Charlemagne kind of asked her, hey, what's up with the colored thing and all that? And then somebody in the back, she looked back. She didn't answer, she looked back at her PR people and they were like, oh, we can't answer that. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Let me keep it a bean. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And the thing is, a lot of women who are what I call legacy artists, women who the FBA sisters who are artists that's been around and who's going to be around. There was something culturally unique that they brought to the table that kind of solidified them. You understand? Just like our good sister Beyonce, who's the queen of the music genre, a female artist right now. She's on top of the pile right now. But what she did, she elevated the modern black woman archetype, mixing that Southern foundational Black American heritage with activism and just performative mastery. You ding? So she's rooted in FBA culture. She brings the culture with her. She holds the culture on her back. That solidifies her as a legacy artist. And she's just uniquely talented. Somebody like Alicia Keys. See, what did Alicia Keys bring new to the table, unique to the table? She was a classically trained pianist. She fused hip hop, soul, and jazz with some little gospel undertones. So the whole piano thing and the name Keys, so that element to it, you see. And that solidified her as a legacy artist. Another person, IFBA sister, the lovely Jill Scott, she redefined sensuality, a thick, fly around the waist sister, had that spoken word infused soul, that poetic expressionist vibe, and she tied that foundational Black American oral tradition into that neo soul thing. So it emboldened and embodied grown Black femininity. You see, so that solidified her spot. Even our sister Erica Badu. Erica Badu brought her thing, the whole spiritual ancestral roots, that metaphysical vibe into the black music neo soul thing. She was like a modern day hoodoo woman in music form. So she solidified herself. Missy Elliott, another one. She revolutionized hip hop production, visuals, these quirky music videos that were just very over the top and unique. She brought something unique where she could rap and sing. Lauryn Hill, we do. Come on, do I need to explain? Lauryn Hill just brought that shit. Lauryn Hill brought it all. Rap her ass off, sing her ass off, write her ass off. You understand? She solidified herself as a legacy artist. Lauryn Hill still tours off one album from damn near 30 years ago. Lauryn Hill still tours off that album now. Lauryn album don't even have to put out another album. That woman put out a classic album damn near 30 years ago, and that woman can go sell out a venue off that one album. That's bringing something unique and fly to the table. You see, what's Tyler bringing like that? You know what I'm saying? See, you got to run with the big dogs out here. What you doing? What water? You okay? You showing your stomach, okay? And singing about water. You're showing your stomach and you're singing about water, and you're doing a little Watusi dance, okay? So y'all can't get mad at us. What is she doing? What is she doing that's so spectacular that we're supposed to say, okay, we got to put her up here with the icons, or let her be the next potential icon? What is she doing? Yeah, you got Beyonce out here dancing her ass off. Beyonce got about 3, 4 damn kids still dancing her ass off. Ain't nobody really out dancing that sister. You got other sisters out here singing. You got the Jasmine Sullivans out here singing their asses off. You got the Fantasias out here still singing their asses off. What you gonna do? What is Tyler doing that we need to turn away from Jasmine Sullivan and Fantasia? And okay, why are we looking at her now? Okay. I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying. The non FBAs are on our backs like we're supposed to really elevate Tyler. And why are we hating? We're just not hating. Tyler hasn't really brought anything culturally relevant. And the thing is, that whole thing where when they asked her on the Breakfast Club, hey man, what's up with that whole color thing? Whoop de whoop. She's gonna turn around and not answer the question and look at her PR people. See, that's that lack of transparency that violates like a cultural standard set by foundational Black American artists. See, a lot of our artists, all going back to Nina Simone, Aretha Franklin, and all of that, they don't they'll speak openly about race. They'll talk about identity. They'll talk about injustice. They'll talk about it. Sometimes they don't want to get too deep, but they'll talk about it. Tyler, she avoided clarifying like a racially charged issue. So a lot of people looked at it as being kind of disrespectful and evasive, especially, when Black identity is being politicized globally. And it really signaled a form of cultural distance, not solidarity. When you dodge the question, then you distance yourself from the global Black community to a certain degree. Because folks wanted to know about that colored Black thing. Now I know about it. I've been to South Africa. But a lot of people were confused by that. So she could have clarified that. It looked real funny style. Now I understand over there in South Africa, they have all these different little racial caste systems. And I guess PR people was like, "Ooh, don't touch that. Oh, don't no, you better touch it, touch it, talk on it, talk on it. Just clarify it. Explain what the system is in South Africa. Just explain it. It's cool." I think people would have respected that more instead of her just turning her head and looking at her PR people. You see, because people have that's a genuine question. Like, you ain't Black, you colored, or what does that mean? Because you really benefiting off Black aesthetics and Black support. So you can't answer that question. So people are like, okay, we'll charge you to the game. See, the thing is, foundational Black American artists, they value accountability and directness. Yeah, FBA culture is rooted in straight talk, cultural clarity, and you got to have respect for the audience. Tyler refusing to clarify that, a lot of people looked at that like as a form of elitism or like coded dismissal, and that don't sit well with an audience who basically stands on truth, even if it's controversial. Yeah, that's why I like Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, she keeps it a buck. Mary J. Blige, she does interview. Mary keep it 100. People respect that. That's what Mary's a legacy artist. Mary keep it a buck. I remember Mary did an interview. She's talking about working with Jay-Z and those guys, and she kept it a buck. She was like, "Man, I was high. They came in there with a bag of $10,000. I'm like, give me that bag, and where do I sing?" Shit. She kept it a buck. She's like, I needed that $10,000. They came in there with a brown paper bag, and I took that money and I sung. Shit, that's what it was. And people respect shit like that. You can keep it a buck. You can keep it 100. People can respect that. You know. But but when Tyler kind of did that little dismissal thing, that gave the impression of identity opportunism. It seems like you embrace being black when receiving black centered accolades, but fell back on the colored label when facing scrutiny. So that perceived little identity switching, it comes across as disingenuous. Especially, people got to read the room, man. People are very protective of identity right now. There's a renaissance going on right now. There is a renaissance going on. And, foundational Black American support is built on cultural trust. We support artists who respect and reflect our shared struggle and our lineage. And that avoidance, it was seen as a PR move. It wasn't cultural integrity. Instead of you speaking from the heart, your avoidance comes across as like some kind of scripted industry move to avoid controversy. A lot of foundational Black American artists, you know, they they reject that. Listen, y'all notice a lot of our legacy artists, they keep it 110. I'm talking about going back to Patti LaBelle. Patty keeps it 100. You know what I'm saying? Patty don't be out here bullshitting. And Aretha Franklin. Like Aretha Franklin don't be bullshitting. Well, they asked Aretha Franklin some of the artists she liked and all that. They start naming artists. She's like, no, I don't know. No. Next question. They start naming people. Aretha wasn't bullshitting. He just kept it a bug. How do you feel about such an Ariana Grande? Next question, please. Yeah, yeah. Our artists keep it a buck. They keep it a bean. People can respect that. Yeah, don't if somebody asks you a question, don't look at your PR rep and all that old bullshit. But the Tyler thing, yeah, eh, she's just not bringing anything from what I see. She's not really bringing anything culturally unique to the table where people are supposed to just drop everything and be on Team Tyler. Yo, this, that. What's up, brother? This, that. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right. This that was raising his hand. Let's get anti hyena. Oh,
Yeah, anti hyena. I just wanted to say something about Tyla. Her song "Water" blew up, right?
yes.
Let me lose my breath. When didn't Destiny Child say that? She took that from them. So I
Mm,
personally believe it wouldn't have blown up as much if she wasn't using from our people.
mm. Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. And I'm pretty sure if you look at a lot of our artists, we said stuff like "make me sweat" and everything else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This that thank you, dear. This that. What's up, brother? This, that, you keep raising your hand, brother. Hop on in. All right, let's get Dr. Osiris.
Hey, King Flex, how's it going?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks you for having the space.
Yes.
Uh, um, the thing with the Tyla situation, it goes beyond her at this point, and I may kind of agree to disagree with you on the whole South African identity thing because again, I haven't been to South Africa, but it seems to me that the whole colored phenomenon at this point, it's just a way of them trying to just say I'm not black because as far as I can tell if the white boars in South Africa tomorrow just came out and proclaimed that and just said all y'all colored ninjas, guess what? Y'all can be white. Y'all can go ahead and be white. Drop the colored thing, you get to be white. They would they would drop that. Correct me if I'm wrong. They would drop that colored canard in a heartbeat.
Oh
If
yeah.
if they could be white, they would, and that's
Oh yeah.
why it's bullshit. And I'll
Mm,
land.
oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, I agree. And that's probably why, you know, she didn't want to say nothing because that's really what it is. That's like, I know black. That's basically what it is. They got these little color caste systems, and they usually do this in these places where there's a majority non-white population and there's a small white oppressor class. In order to rule they do it in Jamaica too. They do it in Jamaica. They did it in Haiti with the Blancs and the coloreds and the Creoles and all that stuff in Haiti. They would use these different black buffer classes by giving them different names in order for them to control each other while the white remained on top. It's very important for them to do those kind of moves when they are in a majority black quote unquote nation. Yeah, 9% of the population can't control um 91% of the people if they don't have one of those little color cast buffer systems in place. That's how they can control the people. They say, okay, well, even though you're brown skinned, you ain't quite like those blackies over there. So we're going to give you your own little community and you're going to be colors and you're going to have your own little caste system. And you're not going to get all the goodies of the white supremacists, but you're not going to be on the very, very bottom, just like the darkies. Is that type of thing. Yeah. What's this? Is this TS Giselle? What have you been hiding? Get on in here, TS Giselle. TS Giselle, hop on in here. I ain't heard from TS Giselle in a long time. Well, what happened to TS Giselle? I tried to let you in here. All right. I tried to let you in. Uh, I don't know what happened to you. Uh, try it again. Somebody, why y'all giving? They giving the thumbs down. They don't want TS Giselle in here. Everybody's giving the thumbs down.
Wow, Tada, watch out now. It's the little one and it's not Bow Wow. Period. The queen is back.
What's going on, Giselle?
So it's funny that you're talking about Tyler because so number one to read, I do have a bone to pick with you,
Okay.
but I do, but you know, I actually had the opportunity. I had a my Christmas gift this year from someone special. Um, took me to Africa. And I got to go to South Africa. I went to Cape Town, South Africa for 14 days. It was spectacular. I went on a safari. I even went into a colored township.
When
So
you
I'm sorry.
did they mistake you for a bull elephant?
They did not. But they did tell me that I was a beautiful American princess.
Oh, okay.
They
So
did.
they thought you were Edie Amin. So they wanted to well, they wanted to put you back in power. But go
I
ahead. Now what do you think
I
about
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
now what do you think about this controversy with Tyla?
I You want to know what's funny is, Afrobeat, and Tyler does actually not do Afrobeat music. She does a South African genre called Apiano.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but it's something of that nature. And in South Africa, again, I was there for 14 days. And they only played American music everywhere.
Right.
And so with Tyler, um, now someone was, because I was in Cape Town, and the Western Cape has the highest population of colored people in South Africa. It is a legitimate ethnic class there, and they are just basically biracial or multiracial people, but that's their racial class. Um, However, she just didn't read the room when she came to America. I think Tyler is as talented as a rock. Um, the industry was so obsessed with this like foreign, exotic, non-American girl, and that's why music is trash. That's why there is no other Beyonce, because they go for this Rihanna aesthetic, and it's just trash.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree. Thank you. Yeah, they really tried to make her an international thing. They thought that they were going to promote her as this exotic international superstar, and it just didn't connect like that. We're not hating, it just didn't connect. What's up, X?
Man, thank you for bringing me up. Like to kind of like piggyback off of what TS Giselle said. And I've been hearing about like the same thing too. I saw like a little picture of her. She had, I don't know, she might have been like, I don't know, some Indian or something. I don't know what she is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Another thing, what is she exactly? Because I saw her parents, they look East Indian or something. So what's going on with that?
right, that's the type of vibes I got. And then I admit the song Water. I've heard the song Water. Like it was kind of a popular song. I'm not gonna lie.
I
But
like,
she got, huh?
yeah, I like the song, but go ahead.
But she got in that studio, they asking questions like, she's not FBA. Okay, that's the end of it. Like, so whatever she considers herself, that's not, who cares? Like, she's not FBA, and that's the end of it. Like, she's not like, I don't care what she says, she's not FBA, and that's it. That's the end of it to me. Like,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
it.
there it is. Yeah, and I've seen a couple of her performances, and it's like, okay. They okay, all right. No, I'm not shading anybody. It's all right. It's all right. Yo, this that. Where you at, brother?
What's up, Tariq? My bad, man. When sometimes that shit happen, like when you be calling us up, the phones be fucking up. But
Okay.
um, yeah, as Giselle said, she's not. She reminds me of Rihanna without the team of FBA writers and the industry push behind her. Like the talent not there. But what I'm confused by, and I was talking to my family about. Okay, half of us SBAs don't like being called black. Half of us SBAs don't even like being called African American. Right now, we in the bump. We delineating. We trying to figure out what the actually call ourselves right now. We all don't 100% agree on it. So when she was in the magazine and they asked her, and I hate because I don't think she's talented at all, but to give her cut her some slack, she didn't say, I ain't them FBA bitches, I ain't no black bitch. Like she didn't say nothing like that. She simply
Right.
just said, no, I'm colored. That's a 20-year-old girl. For like, I feel like that's on them FBA members and African people that's older than her on her team to educate her on that. Now I feel like it was a learning situation, but she never said nothing derogatory. And what the do we want the African people to say? We sit up here all day on in these spaces and all these other places, and we tell them you ain't black, you ain't us. And I agree with it 110%. They're not us in no way, shape, or form. But what the do we want them to say when people ask them if they black?
Mhm. Yeah, I guess she could have just clarified it. You think? I think she just probably should have clarified it in the interview.
But she a child. Like she 20, man. Like when you said what Mary J. Blige said, Mary J. Blige didn't say that shit when she was 20 something. She was 50 something years old in that interview last year and said that shit about Jay Z. Like we gotta allow these kids to grow up and I put it more so on her team. So when we seen Charlamagne ask her that shit, that's why she looked back at her team, because they still didn't give her the knowledge and the history lesson that she needed to sort through those. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. She's not FBA. She's not that talented. I'll just leave it at that. But I'm not tripping on her saying she colored. That's what she is. She's not FBA.
Right. And yeah, I guess you just, if my thing is, okay, thank you for the call. Just stand on it then. Yeah, if you colored, just say, hey, explain that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I think just the whole avoidance of it all together looked real weird. I think that threw people off. Yeah, just explain it. Like, listen, I'm in South Africa. We have different color caste systems. We have different racial categories, and in South Africa, I'm classified as colored. You know how simple, I think I would respect that because it's the truth, right? It's okay. I would respect it because it's the truth. I would respect that. Yeah. Look, Tyler's PR team, this is what you say when somebody asks you that. Listen, in South Africa, there's a lot of different caste systems. Yes, a lot of racism there. And because of the racism, don't avoid racism altogether. Walk into it. Yeah. Yeah, there's racism, just like there's racism here. And there's something called colored. Now, I know a lot of people over here not familiar with it, but they have a color caste systems, and we're classified as colored. And that's my caste system. That's my racial category over there. But as a colored, I have so much respect for foundational Black American culture. You say that you would have been good. You understand? Just keep it a buck. I respect Trevor Noah. He's a South African comedian. He gives props to our culture here. He explains the whole color caste system. He's like, yeah, it's racist as hell. We got this color caste system, but respect to Black Americans. He's always giving us props, and I got nothing but respect for him. We respect him. You understand? All you got to do is just keep it 100. Just keep it a bean. We'll respect that. You don't have to. It's very simple. You don't have to be like, well, but I'm I'm black too. We all black. If that's not what your real color system or caste system is, you ain't got to fake the funk. But just explain it like that. Yes, I have a different caste system, but I have a lot of respect for this culture that I'm somewhat emulating. I was heavily influenced by this culture, and people would respect that. Let's get Christian. Christian, hop on in.
Yo, what up, boss? Let me chime in on this Tyler situation real fast. Number one, I haven't seen Trevor Noah in a while. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. He's kind of been out of limelight, but
Yeah,
he's very talented. But on Tyler, I think what really happened there was why she failed the way she has was because her marketing team, they had a certain way they wanted to market her, but they wanted to do it off of our backs, off the back of
yeah,
FBA. Because I started seeing all these bot accounts when no one knew who she was, kept mentioning us and throwing our name in the mix, saying that we have a problem with her and we don't like her because she's colored or we don't understand colored. And they've been using that, including Rolling Stones used the same article or whatever saying the same thing about it. It's the same narrative that we have a problem with her when we never even knew who she was. So they kept trying to market her off of our backs, and it was all AstroTurf with all these bot accounts. And I think we really sniffed that out because it smelled really phony, just like the whole R. Kelly situation, where all of these wild bot accounts jumped up out of nowhere, smearing dirt on the man, and it was all AstroTurf. None of it was
yeah,
organic. So I think that's what happened and why she failed personally. Because I really
yeah.
didn't give a damn about her being colored or her being Indian or Gupta. None of it really mattered to me. So we wanted to see the artistry, and I really liked what our sister Henrietta Snacks did in response to that was she would every time they would post that AstroTurf junk about her and put our names in it, she would always reply with Chloe Bailey and Haley Bailey as new artists that are coming up that are actually very talented, and she would consistently pound that down their throats. So if you want to promote her this way off our backs, we're going to promote our sisters off of the same thing. So I love that.
Mhm. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, listen, a lot of folks hate to come to the realization that without foundational Black American support, things just don't really pop off like that. Without significant FBA support, the shit just don't pop off. A lot of people keep trying to avoid that reality. And then when they realize that's the reality, they circle back and say, we're hating. They're trying to attribute some of the stalling of the sister's career on us hating. No, it's not. It's not. It's just we're just kind of indifferent. We're just kind of indifferent, and that's what it is. Let's get Tracy.
Hi, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, Tracy. How are you, beloved?
I'm great. Just listening to these skies opening up here in the great state of Illinois, and I mean, it is storming.
Wow.
But I wanted to say, how come it couldn't have just been that we wasn't feeling the new music?
There it is.
And what I didn't like is her people, like them Africans. They was coming after us. It was rude. I mean, they was jumping down our throats like we owed her something.
Right, right. That's my issue. Like,
Yeah, we maybe we just wasn't rocking with her new music. Could
yeah,
it just be that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll land there. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, that was my thing. It was like, oh, you niggas hating. Okay, maybe I like the water song, but the other stuff is like, all right, we're not hating. It's sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses. Maybe it's missing. Leopold, what's happening?
Hey, thanks, Tariq. Based on the criteria of what goes into a foundational Black American, would the Black South African population would they be able to claim foundational South African?
Yeah, actually, yes. The black population, they are foundational South Americans. Huh?
Okay. I appreciate it. Thanks.
There you go. Yes, indeed. Mr. Tequila,
How you doing, brother Tariq? It's really Mr. E and J, and I'm here to save the day.
there you go. Well, let's save the day, NJ. What's going on? Who the hell is this in your profile, man?
That's just some random Mexican. I just felt like trolling Mexicans, so I just changed my name to Mr. Tequila.
The
Yeah, I went in a room and started speaking Spanish to a lot of Mexicans, and they don't like when you know their language. So when you can talk shit and when they in their language, what I'm saying, yeah, you know. They start getting mad at you. But I just wanted to come on here and say that Tyler also we're not really rocking with Tyler because she also put that those that I don't need no reparations in her lyrics and all that stuff. So that was like a little slight jab to Black Americans.
okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's on her song Butterflies. Y'all go check that out. She said, I don't need no reparations, boy, bye." So yeah, they did that on purpose. Shout out to you, brother Tariq.
All right, man. Okay. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you. All right, let's get Rodney. Rodney, hop on in.
Yeah, this is Rodney from
Oh
Rivertown.
boy.
No, 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 not Rodrigo. I know you think it's Rodrigo, but it's not me. This is
God
Rodrigo from
damn,
Rodney from Rivertown.
you like a fart. You keep coming back around, man.
No,
Coming around. What's up, Rodrigo? What's happening,
I
man?
just want to get my opinion about the Tyler situation. I don't think that she's being treated fairly because she had ethnogenesis in South Africa. She's mixed. She's a multiracial and multi-heritage. She's not just black, and you can't expect her to just claim black heritage just because you guys are trapped and you guys have to claim blackness.
Trapped? No,
Yeah,
we're
you're
good.
jealous. You're jealous of everybody else around the world because even
How?
The Latinos don't have to claim one race. The South Africans don't have to claim one race. You guys are the only people because your government said.
It's called being foundational. We ain't fleeing all over the place. We ain't gotta take on a new identity and a nationality every few damn years. That's why.
No,
We
no,
ain't we ain't jealously fleeing. Hell no, we're good. We're rooted. It's called being deeply rooted.
no.
You
The government said that we were reclassified as FBA.
you did what?
The government said that we were FBA, well, black. The government reclassified us as black. Not you. We didn't reclassify ourselves as black. So what are you talking about?
Well, black people have always they've been called black for a long time.
No,
But
no, we were called Negroes before. We were called
by
Negroes. We were called colored.
I think Negro and black is the same thing. Negro means black in Spanish. You know that. You're Spanish, Rodrigo. So you know that.
No, 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 no. I'm not Spanish. But the thing is with Tyla, she
But
doesn't have to
right,
claim
right.
one thing.
Latino, you're right. You're right. You're Latino. You're right. You're not Spanish because you cannot take your ass over there to Spain. They don't rock with you. But you're a Latino or a Hispanic,
No,
right?
no, 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 no. Everybody in my family is FBA. I'm full
No, no, they're
FBA.
not, sir. No, they're not.
And Tyler doesn't have to claim black heritage. This is what you guys did it up. You guys try to get the everybody that claim black, the Dominicans that claim black, the South Africans. Why are you not anchored in your own race, in your own culture? Be proud of who you are for
Right.
once.
Okay, and sound like you fleeing now. I hear you and somebody, you in the back of a damn pickup truck, fleeing from Home Depot from the ice truck now. So yes, you got to be proud of your fleeing culture, Rodrigo. But thank you so much. Good Lord, Rodrigo and them damn Finsta accounts. Oh man, let's get JC. Let's get JC in the building. JC in the building. Mr. JC, hop on if you can, sir. And while we're waiting on JC, let's get Carrie in here. Let's get our sister Carrie in the building. Shout out to
Hello.
everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
good
Carrie.
evening, Tariq. Hi. I just had just came to the realization, were they expecting us to buy the album?
I don't know
Uh,
I don't know what these people were thinking.
yeah, because they've been really harassing us nonstop. And it
I
seemed with the braiding shops that they were upset, like we were supposed to go to those as well too through this. So that's all I wanted to know.
yeah. There was an expectation of us to do all these things. All right, let me see. Y'all raise those hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's raise those hands. Let's get TFM in the building. TFM in the building. Hop on in, TFM. Brother TFM in the building. Waiting on him to come on through. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, there.
sorry about that. My mic was off. Now it's on. Good evening, Tariq. Um, I'm from Canada. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Um, uh, quick questions. I want to stay on this topic, but my first question is, when can you come out to Toronto, Canada, man? We really need you out here.
Y'all get that money up. Y'all get that money up. I'll come on out.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess should I contact you via email?
Yeah, just email me. Email me and y'all get that paper up and get the venue together and I'll come on through.
Okay, that is dope.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about, yeah, I wanted to stay on topic. Um, because you're talking about culture and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like with the whole culture and stuff, right? As you were saying, I totally 100% agree with what you were saying about like, FBA culture running the world. And if like people don't get like co-signed and like, by your culture, then like, it's not gonna pop off. Like my background, I'll tell you my background. I'm actually tell you, Jamaican. So like that's where my parents are from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we understand that like if it wasn't for FBAs, well, I understand personally, I should speak for myself, that like if it wasn't for FBAs, like us getting the cosign from you guys, whether it be like, Michael Jackson really reaching out to Elephant Man, or Janet Jackson reaching out to Beanie Man, like, to do singles and all that. Like, we wouldn't really be that popping, like, with the dancehall culture and all that, like, and getting it moving like that. But the thing about like with Tyla and all that compared to like us, like in the dancehall world, whatever, right? Like a lot of us, like within reggae culture, like we don't have a problem with we don't really have a problem with our blackness. Like an example of that, like Spice came out with a song speaking about her skin condition, and how like how like how it affects her, and
Right.
like a lot of people were like against it, like even though, yeah, there was people who were bleaching whatever, because you did speak on that earlier in the space, whatever, right? But there was many people who were against that, like about the skin bleaching, because
Go ahead, bro.
yeah, a lot of people were against the skin bleaching, and a lot of us, like a lot of, when I talk about, when speaking about reggae and all that, when we talk about like artists like Sizzla and Capleton, they're more about like they're proud to be black. A lot of them are really proud to be black. So that's where I can see a little bit of the familiarity, whatever, right? And how just being like just proud on that level. I'm not saying that Jamaicans are perfect or anything like that, because obviously there are, because there's tethers out there, but some of us who like really have a real good appreciate FBA culture. Like my favorite artist, to be honest, who's FBA is Nas, and he made a album with Damian Marley called Distant Relatives. And even back in the day, even Nas was talking about reparations for FBA,
Oh yeah.
to be honest. So when I listen back to like his old music, so it's just like, part of my culture, did see the respect, and then there's other pieces of my culture don't have the respect, and that's just it's kind of sad, because like um as I to me personally, it's like it's FBA culture first, then after it's like Jamaican culture right underneath that, like I see that, like what I mean, like
Mhm.
who really be carrying this, but it's mostly like predominantly FBA culture.
There it is. There it is, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let's get the movie insurrectionist.
What's going on, Flex? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, good, good. This is Rashad, the movie insurrectionist, just coming in. I actually have a channel that I've just put out with FBA reviews that are on it, talking about different movies, past and present, but from FBA perspective. As you can see, my icon is our brother Robert Townsend in the skit that he did from Hollywood Shuffle.
Hmm.
So just wanted to give a little promo for my movie uh, channel that I have that's out there on YouTube for people that want to come and check it out. So I won't take too much of your time.
There you go. Thank you so much, brother. Let's get FBA Chuck. FBA Chuck in the building. Chucky. FBA Chucky, what's up, brother? Okay, the FBA Chucky bounced. Let's get Suburban Girls in Inglewood.
Hello, hello. We spoke before. So I'm in Chicago, and I moved to the north side of the city.
Okay.
Lots of resources, lots of resources. And this is where most foreigners, melanated Ethiopians, Nigerians live, and the government benefits that they are getting is unbelievable.
Wow.
You would never know. So, um, I grew up in Niles, Illinois, a suburb. And then I moved to a real rough side of the city, Inglewood, because people say, you live in the white neighborhood, grew up, and then moved to the hood. I say they're equally uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
I got my little money up, moved to a nicer part of town. And I'm talking about the Section 8, the link, social services. It's like they're getting a lot. And since Chicago's so segregated, Black people would never know all of the benefits that they're getting. I mean, I pay market rent.
Mm.
And I can't call every foreigner a tether, but they getting theirs, okay? They are getting theirs. So, coming to Chicago, um, not paying rent for 15 years would definitely get you ahead. So just want everybody to know when they say, how come we do so much better than you when we get here? It's because of all of the free shit. So
There it is.
I'm just putting that out there in Chicago. Taylor's getting free shit. All right, let me land.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're very familiar. We're very aware. And we are very aware of some of the goodies and set-asides that a lot of the non-FBAs are getting. Borgia's giving the thumbs down. Borgia Castillo is giving the thumbs down. Borgia, does Borgia disagree? What's up, Borgia? Unmute your microphone, Borgia.
Borja, pinche pendejo.
Bendejo, what's going on with you?
Oye, me tienes hasta los huevos, pinche pendejo, hijo de la gran puta. Me cago en tu puta madre, cabrón. Te voy a quitar la puta vida.
Your mother and your grandmother's a whore. Okay?
Chinga tu madre, hijo puta.
No. That would be your grandmother. That's your abuela. All right? Hold on. Let me get...
Hey, send your address.
I know.
Send your address.
Let's get Mr. Tequila in here. Mr.
Hey, cabrón, cállate, güey. Chupa más grande huevos, buto.
Sí, hijo de
Hey,
puta.
cállate, güey.
Me
Cállate la
cago en tu
boca,
puta
puta.
madre.
Shut the fuck up,
¿Por
bitch.
qué apoyas
Hey, shut
esa
up, bitch.
basura? Es
Hey,
una rata.
go back to Mexico, güey.
Es una rata. El Tariq es una rata. Me cago en tu puta
Chupa más
madre,
grandes, güey.
gilipollas.
Hey,
Hey, Tariq, envíame tu
hey,
address. Tu
shut
address,
the fuck
Tariq.
up, bitch.
Tu address, Tariq.
Hey,
I'm gonna fuck you up.
hey, come get it back in salsa way. Why does your girl's coochie smell like ceviche way?
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Tequila. What, Mr. Tequila, what was he saying? What all was he saying, Mr. Tequila?
He was saying he's a border rat. Thank you, brother.
There you go. He kept talking about somebody's a whore and all this old stuff. So, okay, I guess somebody must have called ICE on him and he's mad at us. I don't know why. I didn't call him. So I don't know why you call him mad over here. He's calling from his cell phone in the back of an ICE van, mad. You puta, you been down. You goddamn nigga, you mayate. I didn't do it, dude. I didn't call him. Lord, these people get so upset. Everybody gets upset with foundational Black Americans. They just be mad at us for no reason. We ain't doing nothing to y'all. The Hispanics, the illegals, the tethers, the white supremacists, they stay mad.
I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my